So we're doing a test here. If this doesn't work, we'll try something else. I'm looking at the laptop here. So if this doesn't work, we'll find out, and we'll just keep going until we get it to work. So bear with me, please. Make sure my mic's on. I'm watching the laptop, watching the playback, so I'm trying to listen. Oh, okay, cool. Very cool. Very cool. All right. So we have audio. Man, what is it? It is almost 10 o'clock on a Saturday. All right, trying to get things together here. Hope everybody's doing well. It is, 9:51 on this December 15th. It is almost Christmas, man. Man, Maury. What's going on, Maury? Hey, man. Trying to get everything adjusted here. Some last minute adjustments. All right. Johnny Bean is in the house. Dry Heat is in the house. Thank you, man. What does that mean, Johnny? Oh, I watched Johnny late last night with Michael Smith doing the unboxing of his new telly. I think he said it was a 2015, 2016 telly. Had the belly cut on it. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Maury. Thanks, Maury. Appreciate it, man. Okay, so let's bring this down and bring my mixer back up so I can see what's going on. All right. Yeah, welcome to Saturday Night 80's. Yeah. I thought I'd play a few songs that I remember that I played back in the band days, you know. For the exception of one of the songs we didn't play. One of the songs is just a song I love to play that I think is a great song that I remember hearing when I was in high school, and I was like, that is kicking, and it was a major development of rock and rap together that really ignited a whole new era. You'll hear that in just a second. Lit, yes, that was Lit, Johnny. Yes, My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. I love that song. I love how he uses the power chords with the open strings. I've been doing that for years, and when I heard that, I was like, "See there, man, that's awesome." Let me check the chat real quick here because I'm having to watch the phone now for the chat box. Let me see. Mr. Bruce, hey, man. Johnny, what were you saying? I think he said he knew the bass player from Lit, I think that's what he said. Wow, that's cool. That's awesome, man. Johnny knows everybody. It was a great show last night, Johnny. Great live stream, man. It was awesome. I was driving down the interstate when I told you hello from the open road. So yeah, thanks for giving me a shout out, man. I appreciate it. My man Jason Wade in the house. I cannot wait to check out Jason's upcoming videos. Oh my God, I cannot wait. And a big shout out to Jason, man. He's really helped me out with a lot of stuff, man. Thank you, Jason, for all your help. He does a lot of research on gear and everything else, and he's kind enough to pass it along to me. Thank you, Jason, man. I really appreciate it. You are very kind, man. Thank you. Miss Janice is in the house. Hey, how you doing? Johnny, last night is a blur? Really? What in the world? Yeah. I think tonight was almost a blur for me. I was knocking them back there for a while. I say, wait a minute. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. I got to slow down. It's fun though, man. My only night off tonight. I got to go back to the workplace tomorrow. And because of Mother Nature, it screwed everything up with the dairy and the loads got offset. So I didn't work last Sunday and Monday. So I had to work yesterday to help make up for the time I missed. I didn't get all 5 days in. I only got 4, but that's better than nothing, right? So yes, that's right. All right, man, let's get the party started, right? It's almost 10 o'clock. This first song is one that we did play in the band. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. That's a great song to play. It's a crowd favorite from what I remember. It might be different now. I don't know. But people in my age group, I'm sure, can appreciate it. So let's start off with this great hit from the 80s from this gentleman here, which I love his music. Hope you enjoy it. Stick around. All right, man. Somebody by Bryan Adams. I've always loved Bryan Adams' music, man. He is tremendous. I think he's just kicking back now, just enjoying retirement, I'm sure, right? Always loved that song. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, I'm making sure I got all my levels right here. All right, let me take a look at the chat real quick. Oh, Miss Janice, you had a 10-song set last night. Wow, that's incredible. That's awesome. That's a lot of fun. I haven't done nothing like that in a long time, man. Golly, it's been a long time. But there's nothing like jamming with a group of friends or a group of people, your band or whatever. I remember going to an open jam night one time. Man, it was years ago. And there was all kind of different people there. The band I was in at the time, we went there. It was the bass player's idea. He said, "Hey, man, y'all come on down to this place, man, and check it out. It's an open jam night." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And Michael Smith, what's going on, man? Congratulations on the new telly. That's awesome. Yeah, we went to this open jam night one time, and there was all just a mix of different musicians there. It was pretty cool because it kind of stayed in the classic rock genre, you know. Thank you, Mr. Wade. Appreciate it, man. Excuse me. And so, man, this was, how long ago was that? Man, that had to have been 10 years ago, possibly. So we went and we played, we were ready, man. We practiced all the time back then. Man, we were like a well-oiled machine, in my opinion. We got there and we played like our whole first set. And we just boom, 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 knocked it out. It was awesome, man. And then we got off the stage and then some other musicians got up and played. It was really cool. And then like a guitar player came on stage and jammed with us on an REO Speedwagon song, Riding the Storm Out. Really, I remember that song and everything. He was like, "Hey, man, can I get up there and play with y'all?" You know, he had like a Gibson Les Paul. And I think he worked at the place. And he was really nice. And I said, "Yeah, man." He asked me. I said, "Hell yeah, man, come on up here." I mean, I watched him play earlier that night, so I knew he knew what he was doing. He wasn't like, you know, somebody that got up there and didn't know how to play a chord. He knew exactly what was going on. So he was a really nice guy. I wonder if he's still living, man. Man, that was 10, 12 years ago. Man, wow. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Saturday night 80's. Right here on the Joe Wentz Project TV. When this video gets done processing, please look in the description below. You'll see links for social media, T-shirts, hoodies, all kind of stuff. If I can remember, I'll put links in there for music too if you're interested in that. All that stuff. Thank you, Mr. Smith. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I know it's kind of at an odd time of night here. And other people are doing other things. That's cool. This was a last minute deal here for me. So, you know. Okay. Saturday night 80's. Yeah. So let's get ready to get another song on cue here and play this. Hopefully it'll work out okay. I hope. I actually downloaded this backing track tonight. This song right here. And it's a lot of fun. It was played on the radio thousands of times. This band is really sitting back on the royalties from this album here. This was their biggest album to date, as far as I know. So let's see what happens here. Thank y'all for being here, man. Hang tight.
Step inside, walk this way, you and me, babe. Hey, hey! Love is like a bomb, baby, come and get it on. Living like a lover with a radar phone. Looking like a tramp, like a video bam. Demolition woman, can it be open? Rustling and kissing and a flash a little light. Television lover, baby, go all night. Sometime, anytime, sugar me sweet. Little bit of innocent sugar me, yeah. Yeah. Come on, take your body, shake it up, break the bubble, break it up. Pour some sugar on me. Ooh, in the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. Come on, pump me up. Pour some sugar on me. We can't get enough. I'm hot, sticky, sweet, from my head to my feet, yeah. Listen, red light, yellow light, green light, go. Crazy little woman in a one-man show. Mirror green, rhythm of love. Sweet dream, second ring, listen, listen. You gotta squeeze a little, just a little more. Easy operator, come and knocking on my door. Sometime, anytime, sugar me sweet. Little bit of innocent sugar me, yeah. Yeah. Take your body, shake it up, break the bubble, break it up. Pour some sugar on me. Ooh, in the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. Come on, pump me up. Pour some sugar on me. We can't get enough. I'm hot, sticky, sweet, from my head to my feet, yeah. You got the peaches, I got the cream. Sweet to taste, saccharies. I'm hot, say what? Sticky, sweet. From my head to my feet. Do you take sugar? What love goes take your body, shake it up, break the bubble, break it up. Pour some sugar on me. Ooh, in the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. Come on, pump me up. Pour some sugar on me. Can't get enough. Pour some sugar on me. In the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. Sugar me.
Oh, Def Leppard. Pour Some Sugar on Me from the album Hysteria, their biggest selling album, far as I know. Yeah, that is a fun song, man. God, dog, it still gets my blood going today. That is a fun song, man. I remember when I first heard that song, and I had the cassette album, and I was like, this is terrific. This is awesome. Yeah, man. That's right, Mr. Smith. We are trying to pour some sugar on Saturday night. And I remember having that cassette album in my '87 Chevy Cavalier. I wore that tape out. I wore that tape out, and a lot of fun, a lot of great memories with music. Right? It's a lot of fun, man. Great songs in the '80s. My prime era of growing up in the '80s and junior high and high school. All that cool stuff, man. MTV was still awesome back then. MTV was great, right? And man, things have changed. I saw something on YouTube last night about how music has kind of went from here to here. And they say a lot of it, well, some of it has to do with because you can get music so conveniently now. You don't have to actually go to a record store and get the physical copy. You know, record stores are kind of far and few between, I believe, nowadays. And it's all about convenience, which I'm guilty of that. If I can get a song, off Amazon or wherever, store you go to for your music, you get it right here with one click of a button and you got it. And but yeah, music as nowadays is a lot different, and it's more pop oriented than anything else, right? It's nothing like it used to be. And they're saying that Greta Van Fleet is crowned as the next Led Zeppelin. But this one guy said, let them have their time. They're doing their thing. I think Robert Plant was kind of bummed out because they didn't cite Led Zeppelin as an influence. But they're kids, man. Maybe they forgot to say that in an interview. I don't know. But I'm glad something's going on with rock music. Greta Van Fleet, whoever the case may be, I'm glad something's happening with guitar-related music, right? Stuff is different nowadays, that's for sure. Music always brings back memories, Mr. Smith says. That's right, man. I just like that song right there. It takes me right back to when I was like 17, and oh man, you had the world in your hand. You didn't think you'd get old, right? Mr. Pooh Ninja, what's going on? Oh, there's Mr. Brian Cody, man. Big shout out to Brian Cody, man. Amazing guitar player. Brian, man. Holy crap, dude. You got it going on. Amazing guitar player, Brian Cody. Check him out if you haven't checked out his channel. He's right there in the chat. Click on it and subscribe to his channel, man. Show him some love. He's an amazing musician, man. Brian Cody, yeah. Brian Cody, you're here in the chat. Check him out. Yeah, so music is not, it's just a generational thing, right? When my parents were growing up, it was the 50s doo-wop or whatever, all that stuff, And then the Beatles came along and just changed everything. And then, of course, with Elvis, that was a huge impact as well. And the 70s came with classic rock, Led Zeppelin, all that cool stuff. And, of course, the 80s, which were amazing. One of my favorite decades with guitar-related music and pop, 80s pop. I love that, too. I mean, there's a few songs that don't even have a guitar in them that I love, Some great movies in the 80s, too. And then the 90s. You had a big change there, and here we are in the 2000s. Everything is like synth pop or something. I don't know. It's just man. It's they say things come full circle, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just I try to keep guitar alive here on this channel, which is it's hard to do by yourself. Where guitars still live and breathe. That's right here, the Joe Wentz Project TV. Edgar Winter, yeah, amazing musician. Absolutely, Pooh Ninja. Yeah, he's phenomenal, man. He's awesome. The Hoochie Coochie Man. Always fun to play with some blues, right? You can just do whatever. And you can do that. You can do that for days, right? Of course, that was horrible, but you get the idea, right? Thank you, Pooh Ninja, for being here, man. He stopped in to say hello. Thank you, man, for being here. I appreciate that. A lot of cool stuff in the 80s, man. I think there's don't get me wrong, there's music I like from every decade, but the 70s and 80s were my favorite, you know. A couple of songs in the 90s were great too, you know. So speaking of 80s, here's another one from the 80s. I remember this when I was in high school, and I remember this video as well. Michael Smith, you got to go for a beer run. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Yeah, man, go grab a beer. We'll be right here. Grab a beer. We'll be right here. If you got the time. Oh. Oh, he's got to actually drive to get a beer, or he's going to his refrigerator. I don't know. I didn't catch that. I don't know if he's actually having to actually go somewhere. I don't know. Either way, Mr. Smith, if you come back and we're here, awesome. If not, you can check the replay, man. Mr. Brian Cody says the 70s and 80s were it for him. Same here, man. Same here. Hey, Miss Sonia, how you doing? How are you? Thank you for being here on this Saturday night 80s on the Joe Wentz Project TV channel here on YouTube. Thank y'all for being here very much. Dry heat is not a problem, man. You can voice your opinion however you want. He says he knows he's a glutton for punishment, but Greta Van Fleet does nothing for him. There's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion, my friend. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I heard one or two of their songs, and I thought it was cool, but it just didn't grab me. I think maybe because I'm getting up in age, and I like what I like. I'm a creature of habit, as Jim Guidry would say. And which I got that from you, Jimbo. Creature of habit. I thought that was really cool. And I like what I like, man. And I really, you know, it takes a lot for me to like something that's new. Does that make any sense? Because I really don't listen to the radio. The main thing I watch now is YouTube. You know, and on my Google Play app, which is a music streaming app, I go back and pick out songs that I remember in the 80s that I hadn't heard in a long time. Videos I remember from MTV, you know, when I was in high school, and I listen to those songs and I'm like, oh man, yeah, I remember that. You know, reminiscing, right? Like Mr. Smith said, music can take you right back to that moment in time. It's amazing. I hear you, Mr. Bruce. Mr. Smith is going to his neighbor's house. Hey, brother, let me get a beer, man. Shit. Hey. That's cool. Yes, Miss Sonia. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. You're in Texas, correct? I want to say you're in Texas. Correct me if I'm mistaken, please. Mr. Jason Wade, you are correct. The tagline here is where guitars still live and breathe. That's it, man. It's all about having fun. That's what it's about here on this channel. It's about having fun, man. I don't get into the drama aspect of things. I really don't. You know, I just play guitar and have fun. That's it. You know, nothing more, nothing less, man. Having a good time. The Little River Band, Miss Janice says. Yeah, they had some great songs too. Yeah. Reminiscing is a good thing. Yeah, it is, man. 90% of the time when you're reminiscing on something that was good in your life, something that was positive, that brings back a pleasant memory, right? And certain songs do that for me, whether it be Bryan Adams, Def Leppard, or whatever, I've covered a bunch of songs on this channel, a wide variety of stuff, man, that some people would probably be like, what is he playing that song for? As well, it's a song that I enjoyed, when I was younger. So you just never know, right? Hey, man. Gussie, how you doing, man? I've had to lean up to look at the phone. I apologize. Looking at the phone for the comments here. Life's been good. Bruce has mentioned that before. Let's see. Something like that. You got me on that one there, Mr. Bruce. That's a badass song. I've always loved that intro, and then it comes in with the acoustic guitars. I've covered that song on this channel. It's been a long time ago, and the chords on that acoustic part, the chords are awkward for me. I was like, "What the hell is that?" And I sit there and mess with that part for like 20 minutes, just those chords. I was like, that is so unorthodox the way those chords were. I don't know. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, Mr. Bruce says he loves the guitar in that song. Yeah, I love it. Joe Walsh, man. Holy crap. Amazing guitar player, man. The James Gang, all that stuff. Thank you, Gussie, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Let's see. What else was Joe Walsh? Funk 49. Let's see. Something like that. That's a fun song. I got to warm up on that one, of course, but that's a fun song to play. Scotty G and the Marvelous Three. Hey, Scotty G, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Salvador Van Gogh, my man Jason Shumbera, folks, right there. Click on Salvador Van Gogh, subscribe to him, show him some love. Phenomenal artist, musician, and so hopefully after Christmas I'll get some new drum tracks from Jason. Looking forward. He's got his he's been busy getting his new studio set up and all that stuff. I've been looking at the pictures, Jason. I've been checking it out, man. You got it going on with his new pad, man. It's my new pad, baby. he's got it going on, man. Scotty G, you crazy, boy. You crazy. Yeah, that was supposed to be the Life's Been Good riff. It's rusty. That's rusty. It's in the ballpark, but it's off. Miss Janice said she subbed to you, Jason. Thank you, Miss Janice. That was very nice, man. Jason's a good dude, man. He's a really nice guy. I wouldn't be collaborating with somebody that was, a jerk or something. Jason is a really nice guy, man. He's really humble, and he's very talented as well. Brian Cody has to drive 13 hours straight tomorrow. I feel your pain, my friend. I drive for a living. So does Jason, Salvador Van Gogh. He does the same thing. So yeah, I know what it's like to have to drive a long distance. It is, it can be a drag, but we got to make that money. We got to make that moolah. I got to pay the bills, baby. What's with the Austin Powers thing all of a sudden? I don't know. Yeah, man. Thank you, Gussie. Yeah. Gussie says Jason is a really cool dude. Yes, he is, man. Really. It's really odd how we hooked up vicariously through here. If anybody, maybe you're not, maybe you are familiar with Adam the Woo, a famous YouTuber that I've watched for years. I've always loved his videos. And Jason runs a page, a fan page, Adam the Woovians. And and the rules were, or still are, that if you post something on that page, it has something to do with Adam, something Adam related. And I kept thinking to myself, what can I put? I want to put something on this page. This is such an awesome page. I want to be able to do something, Guitar Hack, how you doing, brother? I want to be able to put something on this page and be a part of this group. I love this group of people. And I was like, it has to be Adam related. And I was like, well, I don't know. So I still have an Adam the Woo t-shirt. So I put the t-shirt on and I did a video of me playing guitar, And I put it on the Adam the Woovians page, and Jason is the head man over that and the moderator. And he sent me a message and he sent me a video actually and said, hey man, do you think you can put guitar to these drums? And I was like, it was a video. I was like, yeah, man, I'd be glad to. And that's how we connected. And we've been doing music ever since. And he told me, he said, oh man, I'm glad I didn't ban you from that page, man, because I was about to ban your ass for putting that guitar stuff on there. And I was like, I'm glad you didn't, man. Thank you. And it was funny. Oh man, that was funny. It was cool how that happened. But we've been doing music ever since, man. It's been a lot of fun, man. And it's cool to do these backing tracks and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. And Todd Flowers, hey man, how are you? Thank you for being here. Yeah, Salvador says he's laughing. Yeah, you remember that, don't you, Jason? That was funny. I'm glad I didn't ban your ass on that page. I was like, man, I'm glad you didn't either, or Shumbera and Wentz would have never developed, but it was funny. Gussie says it feels good to get back into the guitar again. Oh, are you coming back to the guitar now? You've been away for a while? Man, I can't be away from the guitar for long. I can't. I have to play if it's just a few minutes a day, Yes, Salvador Van Gogh, a.k.a. Jason Shumbera, the other half of Shumbera and Wentz, says we've got almost 30 songs that we've done together. And we've been doing stuff for over a year now, I believe. There's brother Jim Guidry. My man, Jim Guidry, right there. What's up, Jimbo? Done a lot of stuff with Jim Guidry as well back in the day, man. Done a lot of songs. We've done a recent track, if you go back on this channel, and it's called Pondering. It's a song that Jim wrote. He wrote the song. He plays the acoustic guitar on that song. And then I added some little stuff here and there, but Jim wrote the song, and he was kind enough to let me collaborate with him on that. So Pondering is the name of that song. Go back on this channel, a few videos, and look for Pondering. That's Jim Guidry, and then I added my little 2 cents, and it was fun, man. It was always fun. Jim and I have always been able to collaborate very easily, and that's hard to find. And I found that with Jim, and I found that with Jason, and it's really cool because with my job, I can't be in a band. I can't do none of that because I'm always on the road. So it's, a lot of crazy stuff. Now, what was that, Gus? You said I missed it. Something about 15 years. Man, I missed it. Jim and myself, yes, Jim Guidry and myself have known each other for a dozen years, yeah, and it's crazy, man. We've done interviews on Sirius XM radio and all kind of crazy stuff, man. And and then you start, life gets busy and work and everything and the holidays and all that stuff, and it just kind of, you get busy with family and stuff, But it's really fun. Thank God for technology that we can do this, that I can talk to you kind people. Again, thank you for being here to listen to my subpar playing and have a good time. Uh-oh, there is the virtuoso from Chicago. R2R3 Locking Nut. If you're not familiar with R2R3 Locking Nut, subscribe to his channel. And you want to see some guitar playing? Watch that man right there. Makes me want to put this back in the case. And so I was like, what? When I looked at one of EJ's guitars and Scotty G and all them, there was a video that was going on, and I could have swore I thought the music was like Joe Satriani or something. And it was R2 that did the music. And I was like, oh my God, it was phenomenal. He's just jaw-dropping amazing. And a lot of great players in this community, man. A lot. I mean, just, different skill levels. It doesn't matter your skill level. The bottom line is, as long as you like to play. If you like to play, that's all that matters, man. As long as you have fun. That's why I do what I do, man, because it's fun, That's it. Jason, we got a swear jar in here? Yeah, if everybody wants to do that, that's fine. I didn't know there was a swear jar in here. I didn't know. Okay, let me see here. All right, man. Hey, my pleasure, R2. My pleasure, brother. Okay, we got another one here to do. Let me make sure I got all the things right here. Another song from the 80s that I loved. I love this band when I think they just broke loose in the 80s. I don't know if this was from their first album. When you hear the song, you'll know what it is. I don't want to give it away just yet, but when you hear it, you'll know it instantly. And this album, I listened to this thing front to back. I mean, I wore the tape out. It was unbelievable. Thank you, Salvador, a.k.a. Jason, for putting the playlist. There's a playlist of our songs. If you'd like to click on that link and save it to your computer, you can go back and check that out. Thank you very much, Jason. I hear you, Mr. Bruce. Wow. But this band here, this album was groundbreaking, phenomenal. And oh man, this is my favorite album by this group. So let's see what we can do here. Hopefully everything goes smooth, I hope. Okay, all right. We done 2 songs. We got this one here. Let's see what happens. Stick around.
You gotta fight for your right to party. You gotta fight for your right to party.
Some Beastie Boys, you got to fight for your right to party. Come on, man. When that song came out, I was like, whoa, shit. You know, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. License to Ill, I believe, is the name of that album. A lot of fun, man. Yes, Scotty G with the airplane that crashed into the mountain on the cover. Yeah. Yeah, I love that whole album, man. I listened to the hell out of that album. I'm just telling you, man. Oh my God. And who was the oh man, I should know the producer of that album, and I'm drawing a blank. If y'all know the name of the producer for that album, put it in there. He's produced many albums since then. And oh man, phenomenal. They had I think they used some Zeppelin riffs and all that stuff in there too on some songs. Rick Rubin, thank you, R2, yes. You got me streaming through the 60-inch TV in your house? Oh, man. Oh, man, I hope the windows don't break. Oh, man, I don't know that song. I know what you're talking about. Oh, man, I don't know that song. Never really covered that one. The only one I know by Bad Company is... It's the only one I know. Yeah, Bad Company. Great, just great music. Awesome stuff. Yes, you got it, Gussie. Feel like making Bad Company. Yeah, they had some awesome songs, man. So, Jason, when I get there, Shumbera, when I get there, what songs are we going to do? You got the studio set up, man. Oh, Scotty G, thank you, man. Super chat. Thank you, Scotty G, man. Thank you, Scotty, man, so much. Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Wade, thank you, man. When She's Gone. Okay, cool. A bunch of fun with blues right there. When She's Gone, a great song that Jason and I wrote last year. A lot of fun. Gussie says he's an old blues guy, but it still sounds great. Thanks, man. I love the blues as well. Yes. Huge fan of the blues. Yes, Crossroads. Yes, that is an awesome album. Skid Row. I don't know any Skid Row, man. I don't. I don't. I don't know. I'm just Jason's like, damn, man. What can you play? Yeah, I don't know much Skid Row, man. What? There's only one. Let's see. It's been a long time. I remember you. It's been a long time since I've tried that, as you could tell. But that's my favorite Skid Row song. Jason's like, really? You can't play it? Worth a damn. Try again. This has been a long time. Some Jimmy. Oh man, let's see. Hendrix, Voodoo Child. Try to anyway. Thanks, Bruce. Yeah, it's I got the backing track somewhere on here. But yeah. It's a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun to play. Okay, guys, I guess we've been on here for a while, right? Man, what time is it? Almost 11 o'clock, 10:59. Thank you, Miss Janice. I appreciate it. All right, man. Wow, thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate it for this Saturday night 80s. We did 3 big hits from the 80s. I don't know if I did it justice, but it was fun. Anyway, that's what it's all about. It was a lot of fun, right? Thank y'all for being here. Thank you, everybody that was in the chat. Thank you so much. Don't forget to check the links below if you're interested in a t-shirt, social media, music, things of that nature. Had a lot of fun. This is my last night off, and I have to get back to work tomorrow. Man, it sucks, but I got to make money, right? Hey, Mark, GTV, what's going on, man? Thank you, Salvador Van Gogh, and everybody. Janice, Mark, Bruce, Jim Guidry, Guitar Hack, Mr. Todd Flowers. Thank you, man. Pardon me. Everybody who was here. R2, thank you. Jason Wade, of course. Thank you very much, Jason, for being here, man. Thank you so much. Had a lot of fun. Thank you all for keeping me company. Thank you, Mr. Bobby, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Is that Old Man Dan? Old Man Dan in the house. Hey, man, how are you? Thank y'all for being here so much. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Take it a step further and ring that bell notification so you stay in the loop of what's going on for further live videos and uploads, things of that nature. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate. We'll see you next time. Take care. Peace out. Bye-bye.